Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's the new month, and we'll be watching a lot of what goes on in Iowa today to give us a tone on the presidential election this year. There's a pretty good storm moving across that area. We'll see if that impacts not only livestock in that area, but also the election results. And then the extended outlook calls for a little bit more normal weather over the next 2 weeks over much of the U.S. Midwest. Overnight, grain prices are lower. Despite our big rally at month end on Friday, we see lower prices. I think the first thing is when we look at China, their PMI data was not as good as expected. We continue to see hedge funds press the Chinese markets, thinking that the Chinese will continue to devaluate their currency. We also have crude prices lower. There is a report out from Goldman Sachs that they feel despite any move by OPEC to try to control production, their measures may not be good enough to cut the large supply of world crude oil. So we have crude oil prices lower. Grains are lower. We've got beans down 4 cents, corn 4, and wheat down about 6 cents. In the wheat, Egypt rejected a French cargo of wheat from a quality standpoint, which sent EU wheat futures to new lows. We'll also be watching South America. It looks like some parts of northern Argentina, southern Brazil remains dry. Could be a little production cut there. But up in the north, harvest should progress. In Brazil, we could see more harvest pressure out of Brazil. So with the strong seasonals, with some of the weak technical action we've seen and increased harvest pressure, we could see soybean prices drift lower and maybe test the 850 area on the May. We also noted that the funds liquidated a large part of their short position in corn last week. That makes that market vulnerable for some big moves one way or the other, depending upon how news unfolds. The funds did buy everything on Friday. We estimate they're still short 20,000 beans, about only 76,000 corn, and still short about 48,000 wheat. So your support, again, in March beans is around 875, March corn 365, and 470 on the March wheat, and we'll see if we test those areas today. Again, new month, we'll be watching the election results in Iowa, and some of the seasonals suggest we make new lows in the grains in February. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.